This next tune we're going to look at is Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere by Neil Young. And it's got some tricky two-beat time signatures in the verse that are a little hard to navigate. And it also has this really cool opening lick. That we're going to look at too. So let's give this thing a shot and then we'll break down each section. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I think I'd like to go back home and take it easy. There's a woman that I'd like to get to know, living there. Everybody seems to wonder what it's like down here. I'm trying to get away from this day-to-day running around. Everybody knows this is nowhere. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Alright. Every time I think about back home, it's cool and breezy. I wish that I could be there right now, just passing the time. Everybody seems to wonder what it's like down here. I'm trying to get away from this day-to-day running around. Everybody knows this is nowhere. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Okay, that's a fun one. So, that intro starts off like this. My strum pattern is bass, bass, down, 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 bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down. So notice I'm going to that C on the end of beat 3. So if I count this, 1 and 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, and 4. So that's how that's working. Bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down. So verse 1, the same thing is happening. Oh, sorry, in the intro, I'm just doing that phrase twice. 2 times 2. Then verse 1 comes in, and I'm using the same type theme, bass, bass, down, down, up, C, G. But after I do that, I'm playing 2 beats of C. So that's the 2-4 measure I was talking about. C, 2, then I'm back into it. Bass, bass, down, down, up, C, G. Right, so it does that a couple of different times. So let's run through the verse. 3, 4, G, and 2, and C, G, C, 2, G, and 2, and C, G, again, G, and 2, and C, G, C, 2, G, and 2, and C, G. So you got to be careful of those 2-4 measures of C. Otherwise, the strum pattern and lick or riff is the same as the intro as far as strumming. Once we get into the pre-chorus, I'm just doing a typical Neil Young rhythm. I'm doing that bass, 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 down, down, up to G. Then 2 beats of E minor 7 to A. Right, so I've got a split measure. Again, I start off C and 2 and a G, M4, E minor 7, 2, A and 2 and a 3, M4 and a. So that's the first half of the pre-chorus, all bass, bass, down, down ups. Then I get to my C, and I'm still splitting the measures, C and 2 over B. So, C over B, quick review, I take off my third finger and I lift up my middle to the second fret A string. So I've got C and 2, C over B, M4 and A minor 7 is next, and all that is I'm going to put my middle finger back down to the second fret D string and keep my A string open. Then I go to C to finish it out. 2 beats. So let's go from the second half of the pre-chorus, starting on C, 3, 4, C and 2 over B, M4 and minor 7, 2 and a C, M4 and a, and then that brings us into our chorus. So more slash chords. We start with G, G and 2, G over F sharp. And so the way that I grab this chord, well, first of all, for the whole song, I'm grabbing a rock and roll G. I get rid of my middle finger and I lift up my first finger to the second fret E string. So I've got G and 2 over F sharp, M4 and a. Then I've got a whole measure of C. Back to G and 2 over F sharp, M4 and a C and 2 and a 3, M4 and a. Then that takes me back into the same intro riff. Bass, bass, down, down, up, C, G. Bass, bass, down, down, up, C, G. Okay, so those are all the different parts, strumming wise, to this song. Now, that intro lick, and I don't know if this is exactly phrased like the album, but I think it's pretty close. What I'm doing is the single note phrase that he's doing at the top goes like this. I'm sliding into 4 twice. 4, 4. Then I go back, so on the G string, then I go back to the second fret on the G, 2, 0, then 2 on the D, then open G. So here's the first measure, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 0, 2, 0. Try that again, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 0, 2, 0. Right, so that's the first half. Now I'm going to hammer on the D string, 0 to 2. Then open G. Right, so there's a cool lick right there. Imagine if you just doubled that up a bunch. Cool little country rock riff. Then, so anyway, sorry. So that's my first phrase of the second measure. Then I go to 2 on the G string. 2, open, 2. And when I do that, 2, I'm going to pull off this 2 to 0. And go to 2 on the D. 2, 0, 2 on the D. Then my last phrase, I'm going to slide up to 4. 4, 2, 0. Right, 4 on the G. 4, 2, 0. So the second measure goes like this. 3, 4, 1 E and 2 and down 3 and 4. I like chicken, oh yeah. Give me some chicken, it tastes so good. That's how I remember it. So that's Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere by Neil Young.